All right, wonderful. Good morning. Welcome to the Hancock Park Market Update. It is Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. Last week we did not meet, so we have 2 weeks worth of information to look at here in Hancock Park. I'm going to look at all the active homes for sale currently in Hancock Park on the MLS. And we have 66 listings, which is larger than we had 2 weeks ago. So that is a good trend. Let's take a look at how many sales we've had in the last 2 weeks. Wow, only 5. That can't be right. Let me look at this. It's last 2 weeks. So that would put us back at about May 20, let's just say May 24th. Oops. There we go. So 10. So that's 5 a week, just under 1 a day. And let's look at the number of pendings. And in escrow, currently we have 35. So I think we were in the 40s a couple of weeks ago. So fewer escrows, more listings, and about 5 sales a week for this market update. Now let's take a look at what specifically is happening with the sales first. All right, so the first 10 listings in the last 2 weeks of sales are, let's see, starting with the highest to the lowest. So we've had 2 very large sales, which is wonderful to see. I'm going to start with those. So it looks like we've got from mid-6s all the way down to around 1 million sold in the last 10 days. Here we have 524 Lorraine Boulevard, a wonderful street. I love Lorraine, partly because it's kind of a cul-de-sac in one part of it. 6 beds, 7 baths, 8,300 square foot house. So this is an incredible home. And 25,000 square foot lot right here in Windsor Square. Those are not 100% common unless you get to Rossmore. So this is a big extra large lot sold for $6,435,000. There's somebody's microphone is on and making some glitching noises. If you could mute yourselves, that would be appreciated. And it looks like in this house, they're only going to show us the front photo. Everything else has been removed from the MLS. But I have a secret way in. So let's take a look at Zillow, because it's hard to remove photos once you put them up. I'm not sure if you know that, but let's take a look at, where is it? Where's my enter the address, which was, what was the address? 524 Lorraine. Let's see if we get some photos here. Nope. Same thing. Now I'm wondering if it sold off market. Anyway, so let's just go through it quickly then. So we got $774 a square foot for this house at 8,308 square feet. So not a huge number as far as the dollar per square foot, but possibly because this is so massive, and also possibly because of its location. I'm not sure. The The 524 block should be okay, but let's take a look. I mean, I know it's fairly close to Wilshire. Map is not functioning. Let's go back. All right, so $6.5 million, essentially, sold by Juliet Honan of Douglas Element. Let's go, ooh, represented both sides. Next one, another beauty at 171 South McCadden. This was listed by our office, Betsy Malloy. 6 beds, 7 baths, 6,000 square feet on a 12,000 square foot lot, sold for over 1,000 square feet. I mean, $1,000 a square foot, 6.3 million. That's a big number on McCadden. And this is on the east side of McCadden, so you're on west side, so you're backing up against the Highland traffic. And so this is a big number, I have to say. Now, it's a beautiful brick, Tudor type of home, which has a lot of character, but that is a very big number. Now, McCadden does tend to have a little bit of a bump in its value due to its proximity to La Brea, and for folks who want to walk there to Temple and things like that, it is one of the streets that they want to be on so that they can get there quickly without having to walk too far on Saturday morning. So this is convenient for that. So you have two buyer pools, the standard Hancock Park buyer pool, and then you got the buyer pool that wants to be close to La Brea, which makes it even more attractive to more buyers. Next, we have 320 South Irving. This is an interesting house, 5 beds, 4 baths, 3,200 square feet, sold for $3.5 million, $3,501, 138, $3,501, $138. So that's an interesting price. 12,700 square foot lot, just over $1,000 a square foot. This is an interesting house. I don't think it's listed by Alex Brunkhorst. We had talked in the past, I think it was Shar that said that it was not easy to build out because of the way it is situated on the footprint. But $3.5 million is a nice price for anybody buying in Windsor Square these days. It's far enough away from 3rd to be, not too loud, and very easy to walk or whatever vehicle you take to get to Larchmont, all the nice shopping. So this is a really nice location, and it's sold right away. Shar, are you with us today? All right, next, 335 South Sycamore. This is over in Hancock Park adjacent, and it is right off of La Brea on Sycamore. I believe it's a very good location, 3 beds, 4 baths, 2,400 square feet, listed by Jeff Yarbrough of Keller Williams Beverly Hills. 6,500 square foot lot, that's almost $900 a square foot for the 2,400 square feet. Got $2,160,000. Let's take a look at these pictures. Now this is on the backing up to La Brea commercial side, the west side of the street. Beautiful home, but location is, if it's on that side of the street, it's not ideal. I wonder what it backs up against. Let's take a look. Very cute, Spanish, ideal for a lot of people. Again, 3 beds, 4 baths, so lots of space. That's a good look at the above the floor plan. Very nicely done. Let's see. Take a look at the map. Let's see if it works. That's not right, so it's not working. So it is on the west side of Sycamore, which is going to cause, there is going to be concern on price because of what it's backing up against. Here's that one that's just an amazing sale to me. 510 North Bronson with a 4,000 square foot lot. Not your typical look for Hancock Park. 3,000 square feet, sold for $2.1 million in 49 days. I'm surprised that this sold, but I guess, there aren't that many 2 stories, but with only a 4,000 square foot lot to get over $2 million, that's, especially with the style that is not matching what you normally expect here, that's quite a price. Anybody know anything about this house? Please speak up.
This is Janine. I look at the outside, which is not that attractive, because I have an offer on the house across the street. I'm surprised at the price,
Yeah,
especially
me
the
too.
lot is very small lot.
Me too.
Very surprised.
Anyone else out there? This is a real interesting one because I would have said differently. Now, having said that, is it new? It's new construction, so that's got to be the reason. It's got
New
to just be that
construction.
it's new construction. Bruce Walker was the agent. 250 St. Andrew's Place, a little bit off of the beaten path, east of Wilton. Uh, and this is listed by Corey Angel. 4 beds, 4 baths, 3,100 square feet, $2 million. That's $646 a square foot, which is in keeping with that east of Wilton area. The big, nice lot, and of course, beautiful historic home. So still very attractive, $2,010,000. And at $646 a square foot in this condition, it looks like somebody got a nice, got a lot of house for the money. And I love that exterior look. The interior's been all redone. Would have preferred a little bit more of the historic stuff, but regardless, wow, those are interesting bedrooms. Looks like, so that's the attic. So this is 3rd floor stuff. There's three full-on floors here. Look at that, that's nice. Now it's backing up against an apartment building, which you're gonna have in that neighborhood. But it looks like they've covered a lot of it with landscaping. Next, 612 South Citrus Avenue, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, listed by Robert Lee of Sotheby's. This is 1,800 square feet, 6,400 square foot lot. That's almost $1,000 a square foot. Total 1.8 million. Again, 612 South Citrus is in Hancock Park adjacent, very close to Wilshire. But when you get down to Wilshire, you can't come in to Citrus from Wilshire. So it's a little cul-de-sac. I love the street because you're in a quiet neighborhood, but you're able to walk right to Wilshire and all that is right there with restaurants and shopping and stuff. So I like this little pocket here. And it looks like a nice house, only 1.8 million. So that's what you'll pay there as far as the bottom general price range there for a nice house in a good location. Next, 964th Avenue. This is down in Wilshire. I think it's called Wilshire Park, east of Crenshaw, north of Olympic, south of Wilshire. 5 beds, 3 baths, 2,200 square feet, 6,700 square foot lot. Got $1,575,000. And that is just over $700 a square foot, which is not crazy or anything like that. Paul Yu of Keller Williams Larchmont was the agent. Let's take a look. Again, this is a neighborhood that is really up and coming. A lot of sales happening here. Now, for its location, and it's only a single story, I'm surprised it did get that much because you can get nice houses for just over $1 million here. Not sure. Anybody seen this house? That's a big price, I would say, for that neighborhood. So congratulations on that. Yes, it has been redone, but so have others. Interesting. Again, that is just north of Olympic for $1,575,000. You can spend $1,575,000 in Larchmont Village and get something. 646 North Cahuenga. I know this was a tough sale. This is this bush right here on the left side is back, I believe on the other side of it is commercial, basically Melrose. So you've got quite a bit of noise there. And again, the map isn't working with the MLS.
Erik, I saw Cahuenga at 1.295. It was really like a tear down. It needed enormous amount of work.
Okay.
But I heard that it went for over asking.
Yeah, it looks
It
like
was
they
really, it was a flipper type house.
Okay. Thank you. Now, I knew this guy. Was it that bad? I mean, I walked through it. I don't think it was that bad.
Well, my client thought it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Everything really needed to be redone.
Okay. Well, at 1,295,000, you know, you are not going to get in that neighborhood for less. So, you know, what you're facing though is
there's a preschool across the street. That was a problem. The school across the street.
Yep. It's a super cute house. The house itself, the lot itself, all do very nice. The location really is the negative, and that has caused it to be at that price. If it was a few houses or a block down south, we would be looking at $500,000 or more, I think, higher.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
It is only 1,300 square feet, so let's say it would have gotten maybe $1,100 or $1,100 a square foot. So maybe about 1.5, who knows. 1230 South Mullen. This is in Brookside. Actually, it's south of Brookside in Longwood Highlands, so a little bit outside of our area. There's a lot of apartment buildings all around here, a lot of tenants in the area, so you're surrounded by that, which is not always great because they're not committed to the neighborhood like you are. Lauren Luziski of DZ Penner was the agent. Looks like it got $1.2 million for only 1,400 square feet. Very small, not a ton of curb appeal, but looks like it's in good shape and maybe even staged. So good shape and staged. 1,400 square feet is still going to only get you 1.2 million in Longwood Highland. Definitely, it has been redone. It's in a good block, Rimpaw. So you've got Mullen. It's on a good block, and it's a couple of streets over from the what's it called? The rec center there with basketball and football. So that's a nice little. My kids play there. Okay, that's the 10 listings that have sold today. So from 1.2 million to 6.435, and everything in between. We've had sales in the ones, the twos, the threes, and then we got to go all the way up to the sixes. So we got a whole lot of listings available in the fours. Let's take a look at all that in the actives. Currently 66 for sale. Let's look at them. And if I just look at the price points, just for fun, see how many we have over 4 million. I got to go all the way down to the 24th listing before I get down under 4 million. So there are 23 listings available over 4 million, and we are not seeing them fly off the shelf. And then, you know, if we are, we're seeing, you know, sixes, maybe sevens. So I've had some customers ask me, you know, what's going on with that one over here at 10 million or one over there at 14 million? And I just have to say, it's not that anything's going on. It's just really very quiet in that market, and it has been for a year. Really, the whole COVID thing has not been big as far as the sales in the over 4, 5, 6, definitely over $7 million listings. So if you look at it that way, we sold 2 in the last 2 months, in the last month. So there is an inventory of 2 years, right? No, 2 into 24. Yeah, that's 12 months. And that's assuming 2 a month, and we have not been seeing that. And we have not been seeing any really much over 7 and 8 million, at least not on the MLS. So it's interesting to see what will happen with this group of listings. Do they drop their price? What are they going to do? Or are they just fishing? You know, we don't know. All right, this is going to be the listings that are most recent. Days on market of, here we go. So going back to 14 days. Anybody have any comment? This is really an interesting thing for me. You know, we've got the most beautiful houses in Los Angeles, as far as I'm concerned, the most traditional and, cute neighborhood, the Larchmont, Wilshire. We're close to downtown Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and the 10. I mean, it's just a great area. Why are houses selling so well in Beverly Hills and these other areas at 10, 20, 30 million? And we have a tough time selling houses that are nicer, even at 10 million. Anybody have any opinion on that? People say they want to be able to walk in Beverly Hills. I know, but you can walk in Larchmont. Anyone dare to jump in on that? All right, let's start with the most recent on market. This just got listed, I believe, today or yesterday, one day on market. This is 624 North Orange, so it's at the top end of Hancock Park adjacent, just before Melrose. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,776 square feet. Smallish lot, 5,400. Got $1,639,000. That's a pretty much what you're gonna minimum pay there. That's $923 a square foot. Let's take a look. It's not too close to Melrose, but close enough that you will have traffic. Looks like they didn't stage it. That might have made a difference. There's one bed, but otherwise, that wouldn't. I just interviewed some stagers today for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 1,756 square feet. That is almost exactly like this house. That's going to cost $6,000 to stage, and that would make anybody want to venture to dare argue that you're not going to get more than $6,000 back and get an easier, better sale with a happier buyer who's going to close escrow on time. I bet you would for $6,000. That's a bargain to stage this house. They probably would have made more. Anybody have a comment on that? They got 923. I wouldn't have been surprised if they got 1,000 a square foot on that. 634 North Las Palmas. This is in Little Hancock Park, just south of Melrose, west of the golf course. 3 beds, 2 baths, almost 2,000 square feet, 6,300 square foot lot. That's a standard-ish lot there. Got $1,138 a square foot, but that only translates to $2,250,000. So that, there's that difference. You can't just take everything by square foot. If it's got a low price point because it's a small house, here they're getting into a neighborhood that is in the 3s in some cases, even close to 4. So that makes sense that it would definitely get that much per square foot. Look at the backyard. Check a look at that tile and pool back there. That's beautiful. It's very well done. Great looking house. $2,250,000 sounds like somebody got themselves a nice one. And 634 is not going to be too close to. Here we go. It's working now. Is that it? So it's 3 houses from Melrose, not too terribly far away from that. Go back to the next listing. Anybody who's seen any of these houses, please chime in. 310 North Lucerne Boulevard. This is just north of Beverly, right north of our office. We could walk there in 2 minutes. And this is believe it's a new construction built in 2015. It's currently asking $3,375,000. And the agent is Adi Perez. So I believe that this was on the market before. Let's take a look. This is not a new listing. 5 beds, 5 baths, 4,400 square feet. That's a big house. I believe that's grandfathered out. You cannot build a 4,400 square foot house anymore. I'm toggling here. The history it was listed originally 2019 for $4 million, and then 2020 they dropped it to 3.5, then took it off the market in April, put it back on the market at 3,375, and still no sale. I would imagine it's getting close though, because somebody's going to love that location. You can get to Larchmont. So, oops, darn it. Sorry, I knocked myself out. Let me go back. All right. Sorry for that little interlude there. Okay, 648 North Gramercy Place, again, east of Wilton. And this is listed by Erik Erdogan. Wonder if he's related to the Turkish president. Fathom Realty Group. Where's that? That's a 310 number. 3-bed, 4-bath, 1,834 square feet, 1,200 square foot lot. So we must be looking at something unique. $681 a square foot, got $1,250,000. What is it? Modern and elegant 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home located in a private gated community with direct access. Okay. And it's like got some dated furniture. So it's a townhouse, and looks, you know, they're going to sell for $1 million or more. And but you can get farther, closer to Hancock Park than Gramercy and still pay $1 million. So not sure where this one's going to go. 754 South Highland. This is on Highland, and we know that they don't typically get more than 2.5, and up until the COVID, they weren't even getting 2. So here we are at 2,195, right in maybe the sweet spot. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2243 square feet on a decent 8,200 square foot lot, almost $1,000 a square foot, asking $2.2 million by Lenny Lerman of Keller Williams, Beverly Hills. Take a look. Looks like a cute Spanish. Again, this is $2.2 million on Highland, so it's going to need to be one of the better ones. 754 South Highland, by the way, is going to be south of Wilshire, so that is also a little bit on the lower pricing compared to north of Wilshire. So that is south of Wilshire. That's going to be a pretty big number. Let's see how that works out. Looks nice, but the yard isn't too. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's a good yard. And it's a corner lot, so you've got access to the garage from the side, which means you don't have to kill part of your front with a driveway. I like that. Also, if you ever wanted to have a home business, you can use that side garage for access as opposed to having to go through your private home. 170 North Highland, here's another one, and this is in the better part of Highland. 4-bed, 4-bath, 4,200 square foot, big house by Brandon Yeager at Yeager Realty of California. A lot of these one-off single-person brokerages here listing houses. 9,000 square foot house, lot, and that is asking 3.285. 3,285,000. That's $782 a square foot. Now, I'm sure they're doing that because they see the 4,000, which is a big house compared to others. But this is Highland, so over 3 million. In spite of how nice it might be, it looks like these are photos from a magazine. It looks very nice, but boy, 3 million on Highland is going to be tough. Anybody seen this? Cecile? Anyone? Looks like it's backing up to something as well.
I wonder if this was sold recently, because there was a house around there that was sold a while back, like under 2 million, like not so long ago. Mm-hmm. So I have a feeling that was, and maybe they did it to flip it. I don't know. I don't know though, but I seem to remember the house. But it's hard to say if it was that house or the house next door. But I did, you know.
Yeah, I'll look at the history here. It is awful close to Beverly, and I can tell you, for somebody who walks up and down Highland, that is too close. That is an extremely busy intersection right there. And this is 3 houses down. So that has got to be impacted. I don't see this happening. That's my educated guess, but we'll see. I'm going to look at the history. Wait, that's not it. My bad. Back.
If you could see who bought it also, who the owner is.
Okay.
Yeah. I just have a feeling it was a flipper.
That put it back on the market?
Yeah, but it has been a few years, 2-3 years maybe.
Apsam Blau apartment. So that is an, you know, APT is probably apartment, or is that some foreign way of saying LLC? Not sure, but Blau is a historically Jewish name, and there are historically Jewish people living here. So it could be a home that someone's living in, but let's see. Let's see here. Listed for $2 million and sold for just under 2 in 2017. So that's a long time.
Okay. It is a long time. Yeah.
It is.
I do remember it because I think I even had an offer on it, but I do remember it.
Was it the same square footage back then? Let's look.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, Shia Lowenstein. That's right. He had the listing on it. That's right.
Okay. That's a big price. I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry. 5004 West Maplewood, 3-bed, 4-bath, 1,977 square feet. This is, boy, we're east of we're east of Wilton, west of Western, on Maplewood, and this has got to be, what is this? Jessica Felix of Rodeo Realty, luxurious living on offer, brand new construction. Lot size is 1,000 square feet, 2,000 square foot property. That's $576 a square foot. Asking $1,139,000. You want to bet this is a townhouse? It's funny how we can't delineate between house and townhouse on the MLS. Pretty sad, but I would rather they put this in the condo category so that we don't even see these until we're looking for condos. There's going to be there's an HOA probably, all the things that are associated with a condo. Only difference is you own all the air above and all the ground below your house, but it's still essentially a condo. $1,139,000 looks nice. Here we have 101 South Ridgewood Place. This is listed by Diana Knox, and 4 beds, 4 baths, $2,595,000 is the asking price. Where are we here? We are at west of Wilton. So it's a cute little street here in Windsor Square. Easy to get to Larchmont. 5,478 square foot house. So, lot. So it's not a huge lot. Let's see the size of the house.
Erik, I saw this property and we had an offer on this property. There's no backyard. There's no garden. There's no land.
Okay. Because it's all taken up by the hole in the front, right?
It's just a house. The whatever land is in the front, but there's nothing in the back. The only thing in the back is a garage and a tiny ADU. But there's no land, no backyard.
So what we have here is a discrepancy on the MLS versus the tax rolls. It says the building square foot is 1,700 square feet, and it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. And then the MLS says 0, it's not claiming any square feet, and it's saying 4 beds, 4 baths. So either they have not had the permits, they have not had the property handled with public record with the city, or, I don't know how you go from 3-bed, 1-bath to 4-bath. So there must have had a lot of work done to it.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work to it.
But the issue is, again,
no backyard. No backyard.
Yeah, we're not even.
It's more like a duplex. It's more like a townhouse.
Okay. 2.6 million. You can't really get into Windsor Square for less than that, especially for a nice house. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picks that up.
It's built on the market or
for
4 or
it,
5
right?
weeks. We
Did
made
you
an
say you had?
offer on it. Yeah, we made an offer on it about 3 weeks ago.
Interesting. They didn't take it
And
because it's still available, or maybe they did. Were there multiples and they just haven't put
no,
it
no,
pending?
no, no, no. I think we were the only one
Were you
interested.
close in price?
They came down a bit. Well, we're not that far. They should have taken our offer. I think
Mm-hmm.
our offer was a good offer. But what
Mm-hmm.
happened is that the person who bought that house lives a couple of blocks away, and he did the renovation. He didn't do it for himself. He did it as a just to redo and put it back on the market and sell it. I think he only paid like 1.3 for it about a year
And I
ago, a year
got
and a
you.
half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it looks really nice, and as far as the house goes, look, that's a pretty house, and I love the lush greenery there in front. Okay, 809 Third. This is I've sold a few houses just exactly this look, and this is called Dutch Colonial. 5 beds, 4 baths, 3,000 square feet, almost 7,000 square foot lot for $1,850,000. Got 600, asking 615 a square foot. This is also in Wilshire Park, south of Wilshire, east of Crenshaw, west of Wilton, north of Olympic. It's a little close to 8th, but 8th is fairly quiet. It's not totally quiet. Listed by Sherry Beanstalk. I wouldn't say that 8th is super busy, but it is definitely, it's a 2-lane road on both sides. Very cute looking house. Big plank wood floors. Nice yard. Very sharp looking Dutch colonial house. Historic. And it's got a garage as well. $1,849,000. That looks like a lot of house. That's a lot of house for the money right there. $615 a square feet. Done house for $1,850,000. And historic, built in 1919. That's a nice one. 1270 Lucerne Boulevard. This is south of Olympic. Again, this is in the Longwood Highland neighborhood, not quite Hancock Park. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,344 square feet on a very small 4,900 square foot lot. Asking only $989. That's $734.5 a square foot, listed by Chelsea Kyles of Keller Williams Larchmont. Not something we normally look at, but if you want to get something under $1 million, you got to be south of Wilshire. 301 South Citrus. Here we are at Hancock Park adjacent. 3 beds, 3 baths, 2,000 square feet, 7,500 lot. 165. Now that's a good, lower end price range. So should be snapped up. Although this is right on 3rd, literally the corner. And this guy has been on the market many times. Adonamar, he does that all the time. He takes it off the market, on the market, on the market, off the market, on the market, off the market. Let's take a look here. New listing expired, withdrawn, expired. How many times has that happened? So it's been a new listing multiple times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, maybe 5 times. It has been listed, and we've been watching this one for a long time, definitely pre-COVID. So it's just not selling, and it's of course one thing and one thing only, and that is it is the corner lot. You are on the right-hand side of this house, sorry, left if you're inside of it. You are literally being inundated by traffic all the time. That's a tough sale. 334 South Sycamore Avenue, another Adonamar, I believe. This is, where's he? Keller Williams, Hollywood Hills. Very nice guy. 4 bed, by the way. 4 beds, 5 baths, 2,700 square feet, 6,500 square foot lot, 2.55. And this has also been on and off the market. 2.55 is just a big number on that street in that location. That's all it is. It's not that it's not a nice house. I would recommend, though, that he does stage it. That will make a difference. I believe it's not staged, yeah. That will make a big difference in a house like this. All right. So that is all of the active new listings. As you all know, slowly but surely over the last 2-3 weeks since we had our last meeting, open houses have come back. I'd love to hear any impressions, any stories. What do you guys think? Are we back or what? Are we not back? Are we going to have full-on open houses moving forward? Are you guys going to be able to see houses and then have more comments on this show? Anyone go out the last 2 weeks and see open houses? Just me and Janine here today, huh? Are we going to be doing brokers
Erik,
opens?
I'm going to the open house today, and I'm very, very, very excited. It's my first day back on to open house, and
Is
I
that
think
right?
I'm going to try to see everyone that this office is on today.
And now that you're talking about brokers opens, yeah?
Yeah, I'm talking about the brokers open today.
Wow. So what is, so maybe that's where everybody is. Maybe they're out at the brokers. How many are you going to see today? All right, so let's look at the last 2 weeks of escrows. Okay, 939 Keniston in Brookside, 3-bed, 1-bath, only 1,600 square feet. Looks like they raised their price. They probably got multiple offers. Ooh, original list price $1,195,000. They took it up to $1,607,000 and still got into escrow. Or maybe they changed it once they were in escrow to make sure everybody knew not to offer the old price. That's $953 a square foot, 1,686 square feet. Typically, that would have been a developer special, but at $1.6 million, I don't think you can make it work when you turn around to try to sell. So this may just be a family that will take it as is and clean it up. 939 Keniston, a great street in Brookside. And this looks like, you know, traditionally they say you want to get the cheapest house on the block. This looks like it's the one that needs a lot of work. Otherwise, Keniston is a beautiful, beautiful street. 560 North Cahuenga Boulevard, 3-bed, 4-bath, 2,200 square feet, 6,500 square foot lot. This is in Hancock Park, adjacent on the, in Little Hancock Park on the east side of the golf course, just south of that other house that was right on Melrose that sold for $1.3 million. This one's $2.5 million, listed by Mary Cronin, Urban Living Real Estate. And that's $1,134 a square foot, which is a very big number. 2.5 million though is doable, and it looks like a very cute house with vaulted ceilings. Could use some staging but apparently that didn't stop someone. I just think you could get more. Here we go. We're not too close to anything, so it's a great location. Super location.
Not backing up on the golf course.
Not backing up on the golf course, the other side. That's right. Backing up to the golf course would be what? A $3 million, add $500,000 to the value, you think? 359 South Sycamore. This is back on Sycamore, 1 block from La Brea. 3.5. Wow, big number. Sam Reel, Engel, and Volkers. They got, looks like they're in escrow, $1,033 a square foot, at least for the list price. And that's 4 beds, 6 baths, 3,300 square feet. Wow, so it's nice and private. Look at that front. Love that. Very private. A cute house. Wow, yes, we looked at this one before. This guy has done it right with the staging and the fixtures. Everything is, this is probably a professionally designed house with the fixtures, the proper lighting and the lamps and everything. Look at the lamp there. And the banisters and all those things are just top of the line, fresh. New. Look at those colors. You got the whites and the golds and the brass, the navy blues and the grays. Very nicely done. And that explains a $3.5 million sale on Sycamore on the backing up to La Brea side. Incredible. This was built 2016. All right, next one, 403 North Bronson Avenue. This is in Larchmont Village, listed by John Durler. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,354 square feet. Is asking let's see. They've also raised their price. So let's see. They originally asked $1,499,000. My guess is they got over, and then raised the value to $1,549,000 in order to let any backups know what they're expecting.
It's Janine again. We have an accepted offer on that property.
Hey, you're in escrow. Congratulations.
You're in escrow.
Wonderful. Is this the same buyer you've been making offers with others?
Yes, yes. Would you believe
right.
This is the fourth house that I made offer for this buyer?
Wow, and you got it. That's a good.
The first one, you know, a lot of the others, we had 14, like Plymouth. The first offer we put on, we had 14 offers on that house, and it went for $350,000 over asking.
Wow.
But this one, there was not much competition. We were okay with this one. It's a small house.
I have a house in escrow as well, and it is, you know, this whole thing that they're doing. Congratulations, by the way. I know that's a big deal, and it's not easy out there. So you're obviously doing a good job representing your buyer and being competitive.
Well, thank you, Erik. But the lot size is small. There was a concern of mine, a concern of his. But anyway, we're next.
Great. 4,700 square foot lot. That's $1,144 a square foot on 1,300 square feet. This, you know, you're seeing now something that I find interesting, and I think I'm going to be doing this as well. You put a property on the market, it goes $200,000, $300,000 over asking. Then you're in escrow, and people are calling to make a backup offer. Well, you don't want them to think that the price is $200,000 or $300,000 less. You want them to know that you're much higher. So you raise the price while in escrow to the price that, you know, is going to be your bottom line now, knowing what you could get. I think that's a very good strategy. Anybody have an opinion on that? Or do you just leave it as is while you're in escrow?
Well, I didn't even notice that till you mentioned it. But we did. Our offer is higher than the listed price.
When you made the offer, was it listed at 1,499 or 1,549?
1,549.
It was already listed at that.
Yes. I think it was only at 1,499 for like a day.
Okay.
And then quickly it was moved to 1,549.
Interesting. Next, 259 South Gramercy, east of Wilton again.
We also made an offer on that property. There were 13 offers on that property last Friday. 13.
13
it
offers
went
on this.
above asking, way above asking.
Katie Crane was the agent at Compass, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square feet, 8,000 square foot lot. Love the lot size there. $909 a square foot, and $1,450,000 is the price. So that is a great, you know,
a good house. It's a very, very good house. Good size and good house.
And it explains why you know, you're getting 13 offers. You're in that price range. You're going to get that kind of. And I'm not seeing. We're toggling, and I'm going to move on. Oh, right when I moved on, let's see if it comes back. Yes, here we go. $1,450,000 in escrow very quickly. Looks like a Craftsman, beautiful, well done. $1,450,000. Wow, so a nice house for the money. You're just right off of Wilton. You're going to be backing up to Wilton. Very well done. Look at that. This has got to be staged, or somebody knows what they're doing.
Yes, it was staged.
Cute. Very cute. Next, 134 South Windsor Boulevard, 5 beds, 4 baths, 4,500 square feet. And 134 Windsor is going to be in the north of 3rd, south of Beverly, Windsor Square area, right in the middle. Perfect location. Great access to Larchmont Village. Cute house. What do we call this? This is going to be a country English in escrow, asking 4.1 million. So there's a 4. We have a 4 in escrow. It's a 13,351 lot. Ann and Sue are the agents. Congratulations. $923 a square foot. They are in escrow, so that's great. Let's take a look at this. Looks like the roof might need a little work, and the house is not staged, but great, and the kitchen needs work.
Erik, could you check? I think they sold that about a year and a half ago, and then they resold it. I think the new buyer wanted to move to Malibu. That's what I heard. So let's see if they sold it a year ago.
Okay, let's take a look. Sold in 2020.
Yes, that's what I thought.
November, so that's 6 months ago for 3.8 million.
Wow.
So I wonder what the story is. Wish we had Ann on the. Well,
I was told that after they bought that house, they decided to move to Malibu. So they're going to Malibu.
Really?
Hmm.
Interesting. So that's it. They just bought it and said, never mind. Gosh, that is a lot to go through.
They did a bit of work to it, but I don't see much work being done from what we just looked at the picture. But it certainly sold very quickly.
Mm-hmm. So we have a few more to go, and I'm going to just stick with the 2s right now. $2 million. 212 Muirfield is in escrow. 242. Let's take a look at these, and then we're going to call it a day. 242 Rimpi in escrow. So this is an interesting sale. It's been sort of semi under construction, not under construction. Is there anyone living there? Is it vacant? Is it deserted? Kind of a house for a long time. Right at the end of it, right at the sort of the turn of the cul-de-sac. It's definitely it's definitely like, what do you call it? It's the historic, and it has being, I mean, historic, I mean, it is the a unique house, single story. It's very attractive to many people for what it is and where it is. It looks like it was sort of midway and they just gave up. Charming fixer-upper, listed for 3.7, was on the market for 141 days. Asking $1,160 a square foot, big 1,765 square foot lot, and so 3.7 I think is a good buy. Especially, it would be nice if they kept this, because you don't get to see this style of house very often. I'm not sure what you would call it. What are they calling it? Architectural, but it's got this Asian fusion feel to it, with the upturned corners of the roofs and these boxes So I think it will stay what it is and get fixed up. Here we have 212 South Muirfield, a big one on a very interesting lot, 5 beds, 8 baths, 5,700 square feet. Was Diana Knox's listing, 20,000 square foot lot, right across from the Howard Hughes home, $1,223 a square foot in escrow. This is a wonderful location. Right on the little Muirfield that doesn't quite, not quite a cul-de-sac, but feels like it a little bit. Definitely its own little feel. So congratulations to Diana Knox on that. Shall we take a look at a quick picture? It is a special house, and it is 7 million. So let's quickly look at the photos. And if you could turn yourself on mute, that would be great. We can hear someone talking in the background. It might be you, Janine. You might hear the office in the background, sounds like. Thank you. Nope. There's the view of the golf course and the Howard Hughes home. Okay. Now that is $1,223 a square foot. Interesting, right? Because we had that other one that sold on Windsor that was 6.5 million. And huge lot, 25,000 square foot lot, 8,300 square foot house on what I think is a decent location, and that sold for 6.52 and was only at $775 a square foot. So the valuation was so much different, even though I think that other house was better. 419 South Citrus Avenue, 4 bed, 4 bath, 2,700 square feet, listed by Paul Chung, $2,090,000. Another one where they raised the price. We're seeing this a lot right now. This is something going on. I want to know what's going on with that. Did he raise it after he got into escrow? 6,700 square foot lot. That's $772 a square foot. 419 Citrus is going to be in Hancock Park adjacent. And at $2,090,000, you know, you can expect to pay somewhere around $2 for a 2,700 square foot lot. So it's not crazy. Does look like it needs to be updated. It's got a bit of an older look to it here. An interesting look. Outside, not much curb appeal, but 2,700 square feet. Looks like it needs a lot, but obviously someone's happy with it. 751 South Windsor. It's going to be in Brookside, a lovely home. 7 beds, 7 baths. It's got an attic, as you can see up there. So it's 3 stories, 4,000 square foot, 9,000 lot, $2,195,000. That's only $553 a square foot. Now I know this was on the market before. Elijah Shin is the agent. It needed work, and it's not showing anything. They no photos. So completely remodeled. It says here I can do a.
And all of this is
Anybody else dancing? I feel like a DJ. Wait, it's a long video. My goodness. Totally remodeled. Did you guys see that? Could you see that?
what is the company of? Yes, yes.
Okay. Hey, did I get your attention, folks? All right. Well, that one looks very cute. It's not too terribly close to Wilshire. $2,195,000 though, right next to what I think is an apartment building. We'll see how that goes. It is in and of itself a very, very nice house, and at 2.2 million, that's $553 a square foot. That's, I'm sure they're counting the attic, which is okay to count in my books. 350 North Orange Drive in Hancock Park adjacent, just north of Beverly, south of Melrose. 6 beds, 6 baths, 5,000 square feet, 7,100 square foot lot. Another under $600 a square foot at $565 a foot. That's just under $3 million at 2.9. Dominic Wechter of Engel and Volkers is the agent. 2.9 is a decently big price, especially for a 5,000 square foot home. My goodness, built in 1927, beautifully renovated duplex. There we go. Why are you on this list? Looks great, but we're not doing duplexes. Next, we saw this one, and that is it for today. So any takeaways from today? So end of the day, we've got more listings. We've got a few less escrows. You know, that's the good thing about it is that the more listings. Let's see here. There's quite a few in the ones in the escrow, 3s, 4s, 6s. So all over the board. That's great news. Remember back 6 months, 8 months ago, it was everything at 2 million or less. So the 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s are coming back. And then we've got 10 sales, an average of almost 1 a day. Not bad numbers. If you were to extrapolate 1 month, you would be at 20, which is a number that we saw before the crash. I mean, before the COVID. And so 10 in 2 weeks is a good number as far as I'm concerned. That means we are, that's what we were selling before. So it's not like it's too tight for us to do deals. It's just that there's a whole bunch more buyers than normal. Anybody have any last comments for the good of the order?
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. So have a wonderful week. Go get some butts and get some of these guys in escrow. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
With the checklist, if you get everything that's on that checklist, then your file will be in good shape. So, and then let me just tell you, if you're gonna do the TP work on this, so, once you have a listing agreement signed, and, you give to Esmeralda, and you go, you're in the MLS, right? Your next step, after you get, you'll have your documents, filed by the seller, all your listing docs. You will go into my CD desk. You'll click on My Deals. Yep. And then you'll say, I have a new listing. And since it's in the MLS, you can put in the MLS number with no dashes. And you fill out all the information. All the stuff. And you red X's or boxes. You go back. Next, and then you can hit submit. Then send all of the seller signed listing docs that you have. Okay. Then what's that email again? It's HP North, like Hancock Park, so HP North, EA, Lake California, at my CD